Yoga for healing. What's up? What's up? What's up? Actually, there is quite a bit up and quite a bit that's coming down. By the way, hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment. Talk to me. I get that there are stalkers that are just watching, but don't be shy. Speak your mind. Secret. There's something huge I'm dying to share with you. I don't think that's these predators that I feel to call them at this point, but I believe that is the Most High has something to say. Unfriendly. I have a hostile attitude. That's the secret. Small favor. I'm hoping you can help me with something small. Well, we can really pretty much tell how that's starting out. Someone in need that does not like you but needs you. They don't like you, but they need you. Yelling in reverse. I'm mad at you, I'm unhappy, and I want you to feel as badly as I do. This is what they're hiding. Also, past. These two cards came out the other day. Gift has recently come out. And small favor. Past in reverse. So this is in the current. It's not from the past. This is currently how they feel. They still haven't gotten over the past. They don't want you to know these things. But you have a gift. But there's something they feel that they have that you should have. Is what they're trying to make you feel or believe. But you're the one with the gift. You're the one of growth. I see something inside of you I admire, and I would like to learn more from you. Or learn from you. I believe it's more from you because they've been studying you. They're aware of your gifts. And as I said, this is an energy of someone that has nothing to offer. They despise you. May actually literally hate you. But you have something that they need, that they want, that they're craving. And they can only get it from you because of who you are and your growth, along with your gifts. But this situation has been to an end a long time ago. But they've been fighting a transformation, endings. They've been fighting the change of your growth, your gifts. And they want to take you back to the past. They don't want to let it go. They are not wanting, willing, or they're just not going to release it. That's why the universe has something to say. Oh, Temperance wants to fall right off at the top of the deck. Secret. What do we need to know about the secret? What is it that they think that we should know that they know? It's nothing. It's nothing but a trick, a lie in itself, that they have anything that they're dying to share with you. But funny how that word dying is in there, because there will be a death by force, and I'm here to let you know it. Play if you want to, but you're not getting away. Not at all. You may seem to feel like you were. You may even seem to feel that you still are. But I'm here to tell you a little secret. You're not getting away with it. Not with this theft. You went for the wrong ones. This unfriendly, hostile attitude that you have, and anxiety, hating yourself because you're not us, unable to fill your own cup, being in fear of your own self, your own shadow. You're afraid of your own childhood traumas. And we're not giving more than we can handle. So if you can't handle your own, what use are you for anyone, including yourself? Nothing will be poured back into you, not from the universe. And that is leaving them gloomy, feeling unloved, because there was no love in them from the beginning. Emptiness, emotionless, lost and blocked in their creativity. Blocked themselves mentally and emotionally from their own love to be given to themselves. They didn't feel they were worth it. And because you knew your worth, and you still do, that makes them angry. That makes them want to tear down everything that you have built and everything you think to create. They want a small fucking favor. Well, fuck you, bitches. From the bottom of my heart. I'm hoping you can help me with a small favor. Because they feel abandoned because you walked away. You let go of them. Anything that was not willing to move forward, searching for truth and learning more, you left behind. You have gone through many shifts and phases, and they have been right behind you, watching you through those shifts and changes. And they're wondering why you're not yelling, mad, why you're not unhappy, why you don't feel as badly as they do. Well, aren't they the ones with their own emotions and feelings that they were putting out, not you? So what the hell do they expect? Delusion. What do we need to know about yelling in reverse? For these creatures of the night that have no balance, no hope, no temperance, no guidance, no protection. They are reckless, hasty, imbalanced, and in discord. Not our problem. They made their own choices. They thought they could celebrate a whole community that was coming against you, gathering for stability against one person. sitting now in anxiety, having nightmares, asleep and awake, thinking they can get away with their lies that they've done, that you've thought about it, and it's all in the past, yes. But you've gotten over that. They have not. This group is no longer celebrating. Because what do you expect of the bunch of fucking lying whore thieves? Huh? Gossip, scandal, all in excessive abuse in their addictions and self-loathing. Putting on the garb thinking that makes them someone. Now in solitude, imbalance in their social activities. Not knowing who they can trust because they know they're all backstabbers, gossipers, thieves. And they all know that each one of them will do whatever it takes so they don't go down. So that's a total mess. You have gifts. They feel it's something that you should have, but it's something, it's a lie. It's something in their imaginary thoughts. That they had something that you would lower yourself to be there with them. But you decided to self-reflect, go in hermit mode, go into solitude, and they thought they had you down because of your silence. Tricks on them. What about this gift? You put in the work. So you are receiving more gifts. You've stayed focused, continued on your path, staying straight. There may been a few little pit stops, but you stayed focused. What about this Seven of Swords? What do we need to know about this Seven of Swords? They're trying to get away now. They're trying to travel to maintain their stability. They're cloaking themselves. Someone may have a child. It may be a parent and a child that are trying to get away. They're getting help by someone else that's helping protect them right now at the moment, but they're not fully protected because they don't have protection of the higher source. They don't have that balance. They know it, and that's why they're in anxiety. They thought that their coldness, their emptiness, their vicious ways would gain a victory, rewards. They honestly thought that. But you have your sword up, being in a Queen of Swords energy. What about this Six of Wands? This is something that was fated. The wheel of fortune has turned for this King of Swords in reverse. So this may have been your soulmate, twin flame. But the only thing is, this one is not in the upright, as the Queen of Swords shown was in the upright. This King of Swords is being irrational, a cold-hearted, ruthless dictator that's dishonest and controlling. And since you walked away, they're pissed off because they have no control over you. This has caused them imbalance because they need you to give to them. But you walked away. And this King of Swords is making plans, making a decision on this financial situation that has them up at night, being at a loss of this Ace of Cups and their rewards, their victory, the triumph over you because you walked away. They did not see that coming. They thought you would always give to them and keep them balanced. King of Wands energy. A leader, visionary. What about this King of Wands? What about this King of Wands? What about this King of Wands? King of Wands wants to come in swiftly. It's this Page of Swords to communicate something, and they're coming in hot. Using passion. Let me guess. Yeah, I knew it was going to be the Nine of Pentacles. They are coming in for your harvest. They see where you're sitting, and they want to sit there too. And they're going to take some fast action, coming in as a King of Wands. But in a Page of Swords energy. Actually, they're coming in as a Knight of Wands, but they're actually a Page of Swords energy, and they're blocked. They're blocked from that Ace of Pentacles. So they are not receiving the Ace of Cups. That's a no-no. And they're blocked from the Ace of Pentacles. They're blocked by you and the spiritual realm. I'm trying to tell you. And this group that's upside down in their head, confused and no longer gathering and celebrating, needs to find some strength and courage. They're now sitting there bored. This King of Swords and this Knight of Wands energy are now trying to find strength. Because they were bored with the offer when it was offered to them. They didn't feel a connection then. And what about this strength? Psst, they're out in the cold. Being forced to sit down and reflect. Because this is your gift, your work that you've put in. And you're sitting at a King of Pentacles energy. Stable, successful, a leader. Accumulating your wealth spiritually and materially. Long-term investments. Bringing in abundance. Because you staying focused. Putting in the work. And avoiding this kind of energy in your auric field is maintaining where you are. You cannot sit in a room and continually transmute energy of a fucking devil that you call yourself your boyfriend or your girlfriend. Who in the hell does that? Nobody. Not in their right mind. And the karmic codes that suggest it don't have the energy. So they sit in sorrow. Because things are being illuminated. You may still also be doing some healing and reflecting over the loss and over the disconnect of these energies that are now lost souls. It's okay to mourn, but get through it. Get past it. Because you have success and happiness on your horizons. because the truth is revealed. Maintain your confidence. What do we need to know about this Five of Cups? It's a whole group, and it may even be family that you've had to stand your ground against in defense to preserve yourself. You've had the perseverance and you've been resilient. Taking the caution, which is the wise thing to do for your growth. Family, friends, places, it does not matter. Remember what your purpose here is. It is not to wear the latest fashion. It is not to be seen or to shake your ass. It's about your growth, your gifts, your abundance, your lineage. And there are motherfuckers out here that won't hesitate to knock your top off for it. And if you hear my stomach growl, it's okay. That's just my stomach growling. These mugs wanted to keep you imprisoned. And again, I must say, if you know you're around a low vibing energy, a karmic energy, and you think that you can exist and maintain a relationship, you're wrong. And you will find out the hard way. You don't have to hear it from me. I'm just here to give the warning. What do we need to know about this trickster that thinks that they're hiding all their secrets, but they're being revealed anyway? So now they're trying to run away. What do we need to know? Well, we know that they have not found anyone that compares to you. That's why they want to come back. If you're an earth angel, you're rare. Wear your crown proudly and know how to protect yourself. Six of Swords and Seven of Swords. It's a lot of swords. There is no forever after. There is no long life till you get old together with this one. That's why they're in anxiety, because they have no one to pour into their cup. They thought they were going to win a victory, but this is fated for this King of Swords in reverse. That you may have had a great chemistry and you would have been manifesting and having a great love, a power couple, a sweet allure. But they chose another path. And what's to be is fated. They're needing to do work on themselves. They have personal issues. They need to do soul searching. But instead they're coming around hoping for another chance and wanting to try again without healing. Wanting to reconcile, still being their needy selves. The same needy energy that you walked away from. That was not there to add to you, but to take away everything. What do we need to know about you walking away from this greedy person? Now they're unsure. They're questioning their past actions and unsure on what to do right now in the present. They know that you will choose wisely. Consider long-term issues before you commit. They know that about you. So this has left them imbalanced with this Knight of Wands energy. that feels that you could be the one and wants to rush in, but they are blocked from your abundance. They thought they could rush in at the last minute and pull at your heartstrings and strike a chord and gain some kind of harmony. And what about this endless love that this knight wanted? It would have been a short-lived romance. A good time maybe for a little time. Or it just would have been something for a little time. Not worth your time. They need courage now because they're out in the cold and they're being forced to soul search instead of going back and forth, because that's not what you're doing. They can't change your mind. They can't confuse you and take you on that merry-go-round. They do not have control over you. None. They thought that sweet allure would cause you to embrace them, and you would take the risk of the unknown and let love bloom between you. Having your two eyes and your first eye closed is what they expected. And since you kept focused on your work, has left them in sorrow. The whole group. They need to tend to their own path, their own soul. They need to pay more attention to their own love, how they nourish themselves. But instead, they rather make magic. They want illusions to make it seem as though everything is perfect, that you can trust and believe in their love. But you already know that they are a liar. You're making the perfect moves. This manifests, them making this magic, they wanted to celebrate with you. They expect you to be ready and willing to take time to celebrate with them in the future. But in the future, you are finding a long-term, harmonious relationship that you will be celebrating. What about this celebration that they are expecting? It is blocked because they have no loyalty. They would not be standing by you just as they have not been standing by you. You will choose wisely. Consider long-term issues before you commit. Wait. Don't make any kind of compromise. Can you trust them? Do you trust them? Have they already burnt that bridge? Well, it says here that they need to do some soul searching, and that this one that's coming in, the next one that pops up, is only going to be a short-term relationship. Something short, just long enough for them to suck your energy out. Peace. Excuse my stomach.